Thanksgiving travel is always fun if you enjoy crowded airports, long security lines, and the anticipation of talking politics with your uncle at the dinner table. We've all been there. Luckily, the government shutdown won't add more stress to that this year. Mark Salinger shows us how Denver's largest airline got back to normal after being forced by the FAA to cancel flights.
There's been a lot of scary headlines over the past couple of weeks with the government shutdown about travel chaos. Shutdown's over now, but now we're moving into one of the busiest travel weeks of the year with Thanksgiving. So we came to the 6th busiest airport in the world to see what it takes to prevent that chaos from happening. If travel were a sport,
yes, Super Bowl week for us.
This room is the most important player in the game for United Airlines.
Our SOC is our quarterback of our operation.
Every single United flight in Denver moves through the Station Operations Center here at the airport.
545 flights per day.
Over 50,000 customers a day.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Colin Watley is the center's director.
No flights move without this room. We are fully engaged with the flight crews, the ramp crews on the ground.
Everything from the catering to the fueling to the customer service boarding to the crews.
Jonna McGrath is the VP of Airport Operations for United here. The people in this room helped manage the cuts to air travel during the tail end of the government shutdown to try and minimize the impact for people flying. Ramping back up feels like the storm has passed.
We do this often after a rainstorm or thunderstorm or a big snowstorm. We have to scale back up the next day. We call those our recovery days, but we've gotten really good at being able to do that to get people back in the right spots to operate all those flights.
Now the focus down here and up on the ramp tower
At 3864, Denver ramp, Bravo 8 Stowe confirmed. Taxi Alpha November departure.
is the holidays.
So we did see a rise of about 15% in bookings for Thanksgiving after they reopened the government, so that's a good thing. So I think people are feeling that confidence that they're going to be able to travel and get where they need to be.
Of all the moving parts in one of the world's busiest airports,
Really, our focus is to minimize the customer disruption.
the people in this room and around the airport say they're past the shutdown and ready for their Super Bowl. So there are still talks of things like air traffic controller shortages around the country, but Denver really hasn't been nearly as impacted by that as other airports. Even during the shutdown, Denver didn't even see close to the number of problems that some East Coast airports saw. For people flying next week, United says it'll be crowded, but should feel like any other Thanksgiving travel week now that the shutdown is over, Angeline.
And, you know, a lot of people were in that position of kind of waiting. Do I fly? Do I not fly? And many of them, it sounds like, actually decided to go ahead and book that flight.
I thought it was super interesting that United said that they saw a 15% spike in people booking tickets for Thanksgiving once the shutdown ended. They said, I don't know if I want to book, if I want to fly during the shutdown. It ends, and all of a sudden people say, okay, I think I'm good. Deep breath. Hopefully everything will go well next week.
That was exactly my mom. She goes, I'm going to drive if it still hasn't ended yet. So
now you can fly.
exactly. All right. Thanks so much, Mark.